Were you at the wedding last night?
Yeah. It was just weird that Svika and Betty weren't there. It was a little odd.
No, I know. I was thinking about you yesterday.
You know what's interesting is all these rabbis, rabbi schnorrs, they all showed up. Where's Svika Reisman? Where's Svika Reisman? Everything, he didn't come. So they got all dressed up to drive, and they went for nothing. So she's
All
okay.
dressed up and nowhere to go.
Betty's all right.
She's okay. Yeah, she needs something done, and they couldn't be done, right before the wedding.
Oh,
Okay, we are on
108.
we are on Kuf Zion. Kuf Zion Ahmed Beis on the bottom.
okay.
Oh,
Boy,
Harold, come back, Harold.
Thank you.
Does anybody know where Kenny is?
Kenny is back. He came back from Israel, but I guess
Oh,
he's
right,
still
yeah.
Still jet lagged a little bit. Okay. Boy, Rami Bar Chama. We said when you have a shoymer, right? Somebody gave something to somebody to watch, and he claims that it was stolen, and he swears, and then he's found to be a liar. He has to pay kefil, like a ganef. If, for example, Adim show up to say he had the item all along, but he doesn't pay the choimesh on the fact that he took the false oath. He only pays kefil. Why not? Is it because mamana machayvu kefil poitrim choimesh? Is it because that there was a monetary payment of kefil that paters him from choimesh? Or maybe it's the shvua that he took falsely that obligated him to pay the kefil. Is that what pattered him? And hechi dami. Kigon shaton tanis ganav. He claimed, the shoymer claimed that the item was stolen. V'nishban, he swore. And then v'chazer v'ton tanis ava. Then he took another oath to say, no, it wasn't stolen, I lost it. And he took an oath on that. Uboy Adim Akamaisa, Adim came that at least at the time that he took the oath that it was stolen, the guy had it. And then he later on admitted that when he took the shvua that it was lost, he admitted that it wasn't through Adim. Do we say if it's mammon amechavas kefil poitrim nachoymesh? If it's the mammon kefil part, so this guy had required to pay kefil because Adim had come to say that the shvua that he took that had been stolen was false. Or is it the shvua itself and not Vashvuas Basraisa, and the second Shvua, Hoyel Shalok Kamachayvele Kfela, there was no kefil because you only pay kefil if you claim that it was stolen, not if it was lost. So maybe in that case, Techayv maybe in that case he should pay the choymesh. So that's the nafkamina. Amar Rava Toshma. Amar le'echa ben Ashuk. He doesn't have a shoymer that he gave an item to watch. He goes up to a random person in the market and says, "Hey, Chan Shoyri Shaganafta." He says, "Where's my ox that you stole?" And the guy says, "Loy ganafti." I didn't steal your ox. And the guy says, "Mashbiachani." He says, "Do you take an oath?" V'amar amen. And he says, "Yeah, I take an oath." V'adim me'id noiser shaganvo. And Adim say, "No, this guy had it." He pays kefil like a ganev. However, im hoidem atzmo, if he confesses without Adim, mishalim keren choymish v'asham. Here he pays the choymish. This was a case where the Edom made him pay kefil. It's not the shvua that made him pay kefil. It's the Edom that said that they saw him with the item that makes him pay kefil. He was not a shoymer. That it's only by a shoymer that his toyin tain has got it that pays kefil al pi Edom. Here, it was just a case of a geneva that the Edom said he was a ganif. So hoydem atzmo so it comes out that when he confesses, he has to pay the chomesh. Aval hoyde acher Edom. But if he admitted after the Edom came, then lo, he would not pay the chomesh. But if in your analysis, if it was the shvua that he took, it should be, no matter what, he should be potter from chomesh. It didn't cause him to pay kfela. It should make him pay the chomesh. It's it's the fact that he had to pay kefel. Shmami no, so you proved it to me. Boy Ravina. You have a case where you have chomesh and kefel with two different people. Does chomesh have to be paid or not? Hey Chidami, what's the case? He gave his ox to watch the two people. The Tainabu, Tainas Ganav. And they claim that it was stolen by a Ganav. One of them, Chad Nishba, once took an oath and then hoidem, and then confessed that he was lying. The Chad Nishba v'achar ba'uedim. And another took an oath, but Adim came to say that he had it. My. Maybe when it came to an individual person, the Torah didn't want an individual to have to pay kefil and chomesh. But in this case, high nishlam kvela, high nishlam chupsha. But here, there are two different people paying it. One is paying the kefil, the other is paying chomesh. Maybe we should pay it. Oy dilma, alvoy chad mamoina kopid rachmana. It's one mamoin payment that the Torah didn't want kefil and chomesh. And here it's one kefil payment. So there's no answer, teku. Boy Rav Papa. Trei chumshi or trei kfeli b'chad gav. You have two chomeshes or two kefils in one person. What would be the din? Does he have to pay double? Hey chidam. What's the case? Sheton toinas ava. V'nishba v'hoida. He was a shoymer, and when the owner came and collect the pikadon, he claimed it was lost. He took a shvua, and then he admitted that he was a liar. V'chazer v'ton toinas ava v'nishba v'hoida. Again, he claimed with a shvua that it was lost, and he admitted that it was not lost. Or inami kigon shatonis tanagana v'nishba boy Adim. He claimed it was stolen, and Adim came to say he had it. The chazer v'ton tanis gana v'nishba boy Adim. He did it twice. Ma'ye adin. What is the din? The Torah described two kinds of money payment: kefil and chomesh. And there, the Torah didn't want you to pay two types of mammon on one thing. But chad gavnuhu. Here he either has to pay chomesh twice or kefil twice. Two types of payment that the Torah said you don't have to pay on the same object. This is a double payment on one pikot. Toshma Amarava. Thank you. The Chamishisav Yosef Allah. So, Susie, what happened? Sue? Okay. The Chamishisav Yosef Allah. Chamishisav is a plural word. HaTorah ripsa chamishi yois harbe l'keren achas shlamina. So from here, you could pay multiple chamishes even on one keren. Tavua boilim l'shoimer. The Baal comes to a shomer chinam to request the deposit back. And he claims that it was stolen. So he takes the shvua, and then he's potter. But because has a guilty conscience, he pays the bailim anyways. And then hukara ganef, then the real ganef, there was a ganef who stole from him. Now, who does this ganef pay kafel to? To the original owner of the pikodin? Or maybe the shoimer acquires it through the shvua. Abai Amar Labala Pikodin. Abai says the ganef pays kafel to the original owner. Rava Omar Lemisha Pikodin Netzel to the shoimer. Abai Amar Labala Pikodin Kivan to Atrachei. The bailim was matriach the shoimer to take a shvua. Lamakne lekvela. So if the shomer you could claim admitted without being forced to take a shvua, so maybe that's something. But since the original Baal had to go through an effort to make him take a shvua, didn't pay him right away, maybe lo makne lekfela, that doesn't koine to the shomer the right to collect the kefil. And the schus to collect the kefil stays with the original owner. Rava Omar Lamisha Pikon Netzlo. Kivan Shashileng. The shomer paid the bailim. So makne lekfela, he acquires the kefil. The komiflagi b'diyuka demasnisim. Abai and Rava are arguing in a diyuk of a mishnah. This is not. This is the famous mishnah in Bava Metzia. Hamafkid eitzel chaveru behemo kelim. A person gave to his friend something to watch, an animal or kelim. V'nignevu o sha'avdu. They were stolen or lost. Now, shilem v'lo ratzali shava. Now, a shomer can take an oath that I wasn't negligent, that I didn't steal it, but people didn't want to take oaths. So even if the guy was innocent, he might have paid. So shilem v'lo ratzali shava. Sharei armor shomer chinam nishba v'yotzei. Now, if a shomer chinam would have taken a shvua, he would have been potter, but he didn't want to take a shvua. Now, nimtza ganef. If the ganef was actually found, mishalem tashlumei kefil. Now we don't know who he pays it to. Who does he pay it? But the ganef pays kefil. Im tovach u'machor mishal tishrim arba v'chamisha. If he shechted it, he has to pay daled v'hei. Ulemihu mishalim. Who does he pay? Lemisha pikodin etzlo. To the shomer who paid the original bailim. So nishba v'lo ratza l'shalim. Let's say the shomer takes a shvua that I didn't steal it, I was not negligent, I was not sholach yad. V'nimsa Ganev, Mishalim Tishlamei Kefil. The Ganev pays Kefil. Tovachu Machar Mishalim Tishlamei Arba V'chamish. Miu Mishalim L'Bala Pikodin. To the original owner. Abaya Dayik Miresha. V'Rabba Dayik Miseifa. Abaya Dayik Miresha Diktoni. Shilem V'Lo Ratzali Shava. Then if the Shomer pays the Bailim because he didn't want to take the Shvuah, we said the Ganav pays the Kefil to the Shomer. Why? Taima Shelo Ratzali Shava. Because he didn't want to take the oath. Ha-nishba, afal pi sheshilem. So you see, Abaye is focused on the oath, not on the payment. Even though he paid. Lemi mishalem lebala pikodin, says Abaye. But Rava is daik miseifa. Because we said like this in the Seifa. Nishba v'lo ratza l'shalem. He doesn't want to pay, so he takes an oath. We said the Ganav pays the kefil to the Bailim. Why? Taima sh'loratzel l'shalem. Im shilem afal pisha nishba. He pays it l'mi mishalem l'mi asher netzlo to the shomer. Le'abaya kasher seifa, and to the Rav it's going to be the kasher resha. So first we will mataritz up Abaya. Le'abaya kasher seifa. Amr Abaya hachi ktani. This is how you learn the seifa. Nishba. Prior to taking the oath, he didn't want to pay. And rather, Ella Lachar Ashvua, in the end, he ended up paying only after he took the oath because he felt guilty. So in that case, Lemim Shalom ala Pikodin. And Lerova Kasharesha, Armel Charav Achiktani, Shilem V'lorat Salamad B'Shvuasa ala Shilem. And he paid because he didn't want to stand with his shvuah, and it's also a case where he paid after the shvuah. L'mi mishalem, l'mi shapikod netzlo. So both to the shomer. So both are mitaretz according to their shita. And we paskin that if the shomer pays, the Ganav pays the kefil to the shomer. If the shomer only took a shvu and didn't pay, he pays the kefil to the bala pikod, which is like Rava, because we always paskin like Rava, except we paskin like a buy in 6 cases of Ya'al Kigam. Weiter. Tavu Bailim l'shomer. The Bailim come to the shomer to say, give me back my pikod. Vinishba, that he takes an oath that he was not negligent. It was stolen from him. V'hukar Ganav. And the Ganav is caught. Or another case. Tovu shomer v'hoidelo. The shomer finds the Ganav, and the Ganav confesses to the shomer. Tavu Bailim v'chkofar. The Bailim go to the Ganav, and they say you stole it, and he denies. They view Adim, but Adim come to say that he was a Ganav. Minifter Aganef boidas shomer. Is the Ganav potter from Kefil the fact that he admitted to the shomer that he did steal it? That's Kefil is a knas. We have a principle moide beknas is potter. So is the shomer in the mix here? Right? The shomer didn't own the pikadon. It belongs to the Bailim. It was stolen from the shomer. But the fact that the Ganav confesses to the shomer, does that create any halachic validity for anything? Remember, he took a shvuah. the shomer to the balim, and he's out of the picture. Olon iftar aganef boidas shomer, or the shomer is not in the picture, and therefore the fact that the ganef admitted to the shomer makes no difference regarding the knas. Amar Rav, in be'emes nishba, if the shomer, when he took the shvuah, was truthful, so nifter aganef boidas shomer, the original Bailim would like to keep the shomer in the picture, and therefore, if the ganef admitted to the shomer, the ganef would be potter. But in b'sheker nishba, let's say the shomer says that the animal died, and that was a lie. Then lo nifter aganef boidas shomer. Then the ganef is not off the hook if he made some kind of confession to the shomer. Boy Rava. Omad lishrava b'sheker v'lo nichu. The shomer was going to tell a false, was going to say a lie, a false oath. But in the end, he didn't say the shvuah. Mao. Do we view it as if he told a lie? And therefore we said the confession of the ganef to him is not considered a confession. Or since he physically did not take the shvuah, he remains in his original standing, and therefore the hoidah of the ganef to him is considered a good hoidah. Teiku, no answer. Rav Kahana Masni Hachi. That's how Rav Kahana learned the sugya. Rav Tavyuni Masni Hachi. Rav Tavyuni learned differently. Boy Rava. That if the shomer had taken the oath truthfully, then a ganef gets off the hook from kefil if he admitted to the shomer. But nishba l'sheker ma, if the shomer swore falsely, is he potter or not? So take tavu bailim l'shomer. The owners come to the shomer to get their item back. V'shile. And he didn't want to take an oath, so he paid. And then the hukar ganef, the ganef was found. So tavu bailim, so the bailim say, okay, pay us up, the hoide, and the bailim, the ganef admits, and then tavu shomer, the kafar. They went to the shomer, he also denied having it. The heavy Adim, the shomer brings Adim that the ganef had stolen. Nifter ganef boidas bailim olo. Is the ganef off the hook from kefil because of admission that was done to the bailim or not? Mi amri motzi armele shomer lebailim. The shomer can say to the owners, "Ason, you, kiven deshkilt l'chudmeis taliku l'chumacha. I paid you off. You're out of the picture. You have no connection to this pikad. I'm the bailim with the ganef here. The kefil belongs to me. So the hoidah that they did to you is not worth anything. Oy dilma matzi armele. Maybe the bailim can say to the shomer, ki hechi de'at avdis lanilsa. You did us a toiva. You paid us off right away. Ananami adin l'cha tarchinim basar knava. We're doing you a toiva. We're going to deal with the ganef. You don't have to look for him. So shkilna anadidon. So we're going to take the pikadon from the ganef. Ushkolas titcha, and you go fight the ganef to get your kefil. Take no answer. Itmar. A person gave an animal.
But in every case, who paid? They paid the kefil over here, and he wasn't chayav. The ganef was chayav. So I don't understand. He had paid the baalim already kefil.
No, the shomer paid. The shomer didn't.
He did.
They didn't pay kefil. The shomer just paid the value of the picodon.
Well, somebody paid the
kefil
value.
of the
So who's
ganef.
going to give the value of the picodon back to the shomer if he can't go after the ganef?
No, he would get kefil from the ganef. That was the tooth studim of the shaila.
Yeah,
Is
but
the
it seems like
Is the hoidah by the ganef to the bailim get him off the hook of taking kefil to the shomer?
seems like the shomer is not getting anything anymore, and he lost because now the Baalim and it says Teiku. I don't understand. He lost.
No,
The
'cause
shomer.
he has to deal with the ganef to collect his kefil. He has to go to Bezdin and force Bezdin to make the ganef pay the kefil to him. That's what the Bailim say. You deal with him. You paid us up, just like you did us a toiva. We're going to do you do it. You do a toiva too.
Oh, so that's the maskona, but then we
No,
don't know.
Teku.
I know. So it's a very difficult.
Well,
why is that so difficult?
The halacha is if the Bailim came to the shomer to get their object, and he paid them the value of the pikon, then they found the ganef, and the Baalim said, "Give us our item back," and the ganef admitted, so he was moided.
Right.
Then the shomer went to the ganef, says, and then the shomer also went to the ganef, and he denied it to him. But Aiden came to say that no, he did steal. So we don't say the kefil is paid by the ganef. Ein moitzimas tashlumei hakefil miyad ganef because of this teku. Because of his suffix, amotz mechaver alav araya. He has the claim. You know, the halach. However, im tofas hashomer sakefil ein moitzin mimanu. That means if the shomer grabs it from the ganef, he can keep it.
Yeah, but if he doesn't, he's out double for nothing.
Because it's the Gemara didn't resolve the suffix.
No, I understand, but it just seems like so unfair. I mean, the guy's lost.
The question is, are the Bailim still in the picture when the Ganef moided to him? If you're moided, you get.
Yeah, but the Ganef was moided to the Bailim that he stole it.
But he denied it to the shomer. When the shomer went to the Ganef, he denied it to him.
So he is a time against the Ganef.
He has a time, and if he grabs it, says the halacha, you can keep it.
Yeah, but if he didn't grab it yet, there's
If
a
Bezdin is not going to force the Ganef to pay the kefil to the shomer because it ended up in teku. If the Gemara would have resolved the suffix and would have said that the Ganef has to deal with the shomer, the halacha would be that the Ganef pays kefil to the shomer.
Must have had district attorneys like we've got today. Okay, so it's like a difficult Gemara to understand the teku. Okay. Why should be a teku? It's a teku just on the suffix was it was moided to the Baalim, but there shouldn't be a teku on the guy who paid. The guy who paid the kefil shouldn't be a suffix on him.
So the Bailim say to the shomer, you did us a toiva because you paid us. So we're going to do a toiva for you. We found the Ganef.
Yeah, but the maskona is that it's a teku. Okay, all right. I just don't know. Okay.
Right, but because there were two studies.
I have to look in twice. So it can't be that way. Okay.
There's no Tosfos on this. I just quoted you the halacha. The halacha follows the shita that it was teku because
then it was teku. I understand.
They followed it that it was a suffix.
So there's no the pshat on it. Was Rashi doesn't say anything on it?
Like I said, at Abdin Lamil, so you did us a toiva sheshilamta lifni mishur sadin. You didn't want to take a shvur. You wanted to have your conscience free, so you paid us. Hilkach abdidan nami rami lamev milsa detifusa. We're going to do a toiva for you. What? Laduri basak nava. We're going to find the Ganef, and we're going to come and claim from the Ganef. And the tviyah that we did is going to help you.
Yeah, but the Baalim didn't know at that time the Ganef's going to be moided to them.
Okay, but in Hanami, so they made it easier for the shomer to have to deal with the Ganef because they found him and they got him to admit. Now, when the shomer goes to the Ganef, he denies to the Ganef. And now it comes to Bezdin. Does it-
Why
so-
wouldn't the shomer have a taina against the barley? Say, listen, I paid you kefil.
No, he
Found
paid the
the
buy.
guy-
There's no taina to the buy. He paid the violin. What is about
No, but he paid them because he didn't want to start up.
take a shvua? He didn't want to take a
Yeah.
shvua.
Sure. So now that you found the guy, you go collect the money. Give me back my money.
The guy gave him a picodon worth $1,000, and now the picodon was stolen from him. How do you know he wasn't negligent? Right? The shvua that he takes is, I wasn't negligent, so he paid for it because maybe he was negligent. But
Okay.
it ended up
And
he ended up getting stolen.
And it's a very complicated suck.
Okay. Okay, but we're learning correct shot in the Gemara. Itmar. Nigdeva ba'oinus. Meaning, by a shomer, if he's poisheya, if he's negligent, he's going to be chayiv. If it was an oinus, it was stolen because it's not, it was an accident, but it was stolen. And then the hooker aganif. So the shomer is potter from paying, whether he's a shomer chinam or whether he's a shomer sacher. A shomer chinam, a shomer sacher is potter ba'oinsin. So Amar Abaya, im shomer chinam hu, ratza oisa imodin. So the shomer can make it with the ganev, that the ganev pays the bailin. And then he goes back later on to collect what he is owed from the ganev. Or ratza nishba, or if he wants, he can take a shvua to the bailin that he was not negligent. And the bailin will deal with the ganev. He has the choice if he's a shomer chinam. Im shomer sacharu oisa imo din, he has to deal with the ganev. Ve'eno nishba. Rava Amar echad zev echad zev, both whether you're a shomer chinam or a shomer sachar, oisa imo din ve'eno nishba. He deals with the ganev and he doesn't take a shvur. Now, lema pliga Rav Huna Baravi. Let us say that this halacha that Rava stated is in contradiction with Rav Huna. Sheshalach Rav Huna Baravi. Nignev ba'oinus. It was stolen ba'oinus. V'hukar haganef, the ganef is found. Im shomer chinamu rotza oisei modin. He has a choice. He can deal with the ganef, or rotza nishba, and he has the bailim deal with the ganef. Im shomer sacharu oisei imodin ve'eno nishba, which is like Abaya said, not like Rava. What is Rav Huna talking about? Kagon shekid and v'nishba. That's a case where the shomer jumped the gun and took a shvua. Freak the Gemara of rotza oisa imodin, rotza nishba ka'amar. It shouldn't say rotza oisa imodin. It should say he wants to take an oath. If you're saying he took an oath, so hachi kama rotza shomer chinam oime b'shvua. So if the shomer chinam wants, he can stand with his shvua and not pay to the bailim, and they will go to the ganef and say, "You have our item," and bring him to Besdin. Or rotza oisa imodin, or if he wants, he can do the din with the ganef. Rabba Zuti boy lehachi. The small Rava asked the fine question. Nigneva ba'oines, it was stolen. V'hichzer ganef b'bei shomer. And the ganef returns it to the house of the shomer. And now after the ganef returned it, mesa b'pshia. Now the shomer was negligent and the animal died bound. Mi amir and kivin shenigneva ba'oines kalyale shmiras. Once it's stolen from him and it was ba'oines, he didn't have any responsibility. He has no more achrayus on the behemoth. And therefore, now that it was put back into his possession, he was posheya, he's not really called to account on that. Oy dilma kivan the hadra, since it was returned to him, hadra l'shmi raso, he is now the shomer again. The Gemara answers, teku. Okay, we're going to stop here. We'll start up the Mishnah tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll
But-
learn it. Tomorrow we'll learn it. Let me just make sure we can learn at 4 o'clock. 1 second. Yeah, 4 o'clock. I think that would be a good time.
What about
What
Shabbos?
time is Shabbos tomorrow?
Shabbos is like 5:30, something like that.
No, 5:26.
Okay.
Okay, 4 minutes off. Okay.
So
What about Shabbos?
Shabbos, I think, is still early to learn in shul. We'd have to learn like at 4 o'clock in shul.
Not too early.
I think it's still too early. So the Navi, what did we do last week? We learned at 7:30?
Yeah,
Okay, we'll learn at 7:30.
all right.
Navi will be at 8 o'clock.